Honest J. Nowak. Coming at you live. Alright. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and here we are with some more Honest J. Nowak to talk about, specifically with this subject in particular, which is number 880, pigments. Now, when discussing pigments, there's pretty much a lot to talk about. I could of course talk about the famous skin condition that alters human pigments in their skin, known as vitiligo. And I could even go on the tangent about what truly happened to Michael Jackson. Yeah. Because Michael Jackson, especially from the past 30 to 40 years, was one of some victims out there known throughout history, especially celebrities, who suffers from a skin condition known as vitiligo. A condition that is known to alter pigmentations over time. Because if you really look closely at some of the earliest known photos of Michael Jackson to the most recent, compare the two, you'll notice that there's really something quite different. Jackson's skin color. A lot of people are actually going as far to claim that Michael Jackson is a complete and total racist because of all this. But that's not at all true. Lots of scientists and personnel, coroners, and lots of other figures and an autopsy, and plenty of other different research studies were able to figure out that Jackson was one victim of vitiligo, which is a very rare condition that affects a lot of people. But I will tell you for sure, the kind of pigmentation changes that I have, in case you're already not familiar with it, known as tinea versicolor, which is actually a fungal disease that is typically hereditary, but in fact is probably not much different than most other fungal diseases of any sorts. They can easily be cured somehow. But in the way I see it, I feel like I'm talking about pigments in a bit of a different direction than what I was originally going for. I kind of wanted to talk a bit about chromatophores, which are, in fact, the type of cells found in some animals, including chameleons, that allow their pigments in their skin to change different colors to correspond with the environment that they're in. Whether they're on top of a tree, lying down in the grass, or possibly in the water, they can change their pigment to different colors to resemble these environments. The sort of illusion of invisibility in which that a light-bending aura is cast. That's pretty much the best thing that we could ever potentially achieve. Maybe one day we might actually bind our own DNA to chameleon DNA, and we could possibly harbor their own genetic traits. And in addition to that, we could also have the added bonus of being able to shift our own pigments at will, having their own chromatophores, which will allow for us to change color in any possible way. That would seem like a handy idea, especially with being stealthy. But above all that, there's probably a lot of work to do on that part. And even if we do get to a certain point where we do achieve some sort of chameleon-like invisibility, then well, camouflage and all sorts of things can exist in most other ways. Like the iconic ghillie suit. But above all that, that's probably all I'm going to be able to talk about on this part. So if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.